is now my great pleasure to present the President of Ball State University, Dr. John E. Worthen.
Thank you, Provost Vanderhill, honored guests, trustees, members of the faculty and administration, graduates, parents, and friends. It's my pleasure to add my word of welcome to you to this 104th commencement of Ball State University. This is a most happy day, and we're glad to have all of you here to share in this important occasion. It's a very special time for you who are graduating and for your families and friends, and we offer our warmest congratulations. Well, this is a day you've been waiting for. It's been 4 long years, or 5, or in some cases longer, studying, scrimping, saving, struggling, and sacrificing for this. But you've made it. And speaking for the entire university, we're very proud of you. You have accomplished much, and we're here to celebrate these accomplishments. I had prepared a stirring address to give you, but in view of the threatening weather, the good news is that I'm going to summarize that address by saying our goal at Ball State is essentially to teach you how to learn. We think you have learned that, and we hope you will use that ability. We hope you will use that ability as you go forward and leave Ball State University. Congratulations to all of the graduates who are graduating with bachelor's degrees, master's degrees, and doctoral degrees. May we now proceed with the conferral of the honorary degrees. Wayne C. Booth, will you please present yourself for the awarding of this degree?
One of the foremost scholars of the humanities in the United States, Wayne C. Booth was born in American Fork, Utah, graduated from Brigham Young University in 1944 with an AB degree, and earned an MA in 1947 and a PhD in 1950 from the University of Chicago, where he began his teaching career in 1947. Professor Booth is the author of many successful articles and books, including The Rhetoric of Fiction, The Rhetoric of Irony, Critical Understanding the Powers and Limits of Pluralism, The Vocation of a Teacher, and The Company We Keep, An Ethics of Fiction. The Rhetoric of Fiction in particular has become a standard resource in studies of both literature and rhetoric.
By the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Ball State University, I hereby confer upon you the degree of Doctor of Humanities with all the rights and privileges thereunto pertaining, and award you the diploma in testimony thereof, and present you the academic hood for this degree.
It's sometimes said that you can tell a first-class university by how many of its faculty are in the air at any one time, headed to get an honorary degree. I think it's a much better test if they've got a band as good as this one. It's an even better test if they have a president who can give that short a convocation speech. And the best test of all is if they can have an honorary degree recipient who can give a one-sentence summary of what he'd like to say. If you have any temptation to be a teacher, you parents, if your children have any temptation to become teachers, do it. Thank you.
Pamela A. Hill, will you please present yourself for the awarding of this degree?
Mr. President, I'm pleased to present Pamela A. Hill for the degree Doctor of Humanities honoris causa. Acclaimed broadcast journalist Pamela A. Hill was born in Winchester, Indiana, and attended public schools in Muncie, where she graduated from Central High School. In 1960, she earned a Bachelor of Arts degree in Social Science from Bennington College, after which she pursued postgraduate studies in Mexico and Scotland. In 1965, Hill joined the staff of NBC News, first as a director of research and associate producer. Beginning in 1969, she worked as a producer, director, and writer, producing Edwin Newman's weekly news program Comment and directing the well-known White Papers series. In 1989, Hill joined CNN as a vice president and executive producer, taking charge of a new unit devoted to continuing investigative and in-depth reports.
By the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Ball State University, I hereby confer upon you the degree of Doctor of Humanities with all the rights and privileges thereunto pertaining, and award you this diploma in testimony thereof, and present you the academic hood for this degree.
I'm not quite as experienced at this as Dr. Booth, so I don't think I can do it in one sentence, but in tribute to the occasion, I will be brief. Thank you for honoring me here today. Thank you for recognizing the importance of ideals in broadcast journalism. The intent of the founders of this country when they granted a First Amendment protection to the press was that the press would report on, explain, and expose those conditions in the nation about which the public needed to know in order to participate wisely and vote intelligently in a democracy. It has been my view that too often in recent years, the press, particularly the broadcast press, has not met that obligation and has not earned that most valuable of all protections, the First Amendment to the Constitution granted. In the euphoria of the 80s, in which big television news prospered as much as the biggest businesses, the focus was, I think, too often on big stars, high salaries, on telling the public what it was interested in knowing in order to secure higher ratings for television news and make more television dollars. Television news focused far too little on what the public needed to know to vote intelligently and to help ensure the correct course for this nation. As television news grew bigger and more prosperous, it spent precious little time examining the economic changes, the deregulation, the rewriting of rules of the Carter and Reagan years. It was too boring, it was too complex, it was not good television. But when the decade was over, we learned that the rich in this country had become immensely richer, that the poor were poorer, and the middle class had become the biggest victims. Television news spent virtually no time in the 80s, and particularly after the takeovers, considering the downward spiral of this nation's inner cities. Today, we see the tragedy of rage and neglect in Los Angeles and across the nation. I have been fortunate enough to be part of a group of journalists who spent a good part of their careers battling for First Amendment journalism on television, journalism that helped the public understand the larger issues upon which it must act. In my own case, when I was losing that battle at the old line networks, I was able to assemble a group of similarly inclined and dedicated people at CNN and start over again. I was able to do that because of the ideals that were ingrained in me growing up here in Indiana. So I would say to you who are graduating now, thanking you for this great and encouraging honor for me, ideals are good. The ideals upon which this country was built are good. Ideals guide you as they guide the nation. Ivan Boesky, the notorious corporate raider of the 80s, said in a speech rather similar to this one on the West Coast in the 80s, that greed was good. He was wrong. Greed was not good for Mr. Boesky, who went to jail, and it was not good for the nation. It is ideals that are good, and thank you for recognizing that.
Chang-Ou Ryu, will you please present yourself for the awarding of this degree?
Mr. President, I'm pleased to present Chang-Ou Ryu for the degree Doctor of Laws honoris causa. An educator and business executive born in Daegu, Korea, Mr. Ryu received his undergraduate education in the College of Liberal Arts and Science at Seoul National University and earned his master's degree and completed doctoral work in economics from the University of Paris. In 1989, he was named to his present post as Executive Director of the Board of Trustees of Yeungnam University. Commencement exercises this spring officially launch a year of celebration between Ball State and Yeungnam Universities commemorating 25 years of faculty and student exchange.
By the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Ball State University, I hereby confer upon you the degree of Doctor of Laws, with all the rights and privileges thereunto pertaining, and award you this diploma in testimony thereof, and present you the academic hood for this degree.
Your Provost Vanderhill will translate my words. 존경하는 Worthen 총장님.
Dr. Worthen, members of the Platform Party, faculty, honored graduates, and friends, it is indeed an honor for me to be participating in this most impressive commencement ceremony. This year, Ball State and Yeungnam Universities are celebrating the 25th year of their student-faculty exchange. Many events have taken place over the past 25 years, events which have reshaped the world. To better understand and function effectively in our contemporary society, we must learn more about global directions, issues, and problems. International education is becoming a significant and essential element in the total educational experience. 25 years ago, the administrators of Ball State and Yeungnam Universities made a strong commitment to the international education of their students and faculty. They knew that only through education could we develop individuals who could function effectively in the global community. Each year, the program has expanded and the commitment has become stronger. Although many people have been actively involved with the exchange program, it was through the efforts of one man that this idea became a reality and continues to flourish, Dr. Sung-Jae Park of our School of Physical Education. My thanks to you, Dr. Park, for bringing Yeungnam and Ball State Universities together and for making it possible for so many people to exchange thoughts, ideas, and feelings in an atmosphere of friendship and collegiality. I wish to thank the Ball State community for the honor they bestowed upon me today. I am proud to be a colleague in this great institution. I will cherish the memory of this day and all the people who made it possible. Thank you. Dr. Wheeler and Dr. Karatko, we will now proceed with the hooding of the doctoral candidates.
Will the candidates for all doctoral degrees please rise?
Mr. President, as Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs, I present to you those candidates who have completed all the requirements for one of the following advanced degrees: Doctor of Philosophy and Doctor of Education.
Upon the recommendation of the faculty and by the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Ball State University, I confer upon you your respective doctoral degrees with all rights, honors, privileges, and obligations thereunto pertaining. The diplomas of the university shall forever be the testimony recognizing the very high level of intellectual accomplishment that you have attained. I welcome you into the ancient and honorable company of scholars. Congratulations on your special accomplishments.
Robert Thomas Harper. Rex H. Peterson. Daniel Lee Bainey. Matthew David Fisher. Frances Ruth Goff. Rebecca W. Stanislaw. Jeffrey John Widrick. Dr. Wheeler will now present the candidates for master's degrees.
Will the master's degree candidates please stand?
Upon the recommendation of the faculty that you have completed all the requirements for graduation, and by the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Ball State University, I confer upon you your respective master's degrees, with all rights, honors, privileges, and obligations thereunto pertaining. The diplomas of the university shall forever be the testimony in recognition of your completion of the first level of graduate study. Congratulations to each of you. You may be seated.
We have 10 graduating seniors who have achieved special academic distinction. I now ask that Mr. James Parks, President of our Board of Trustees, come forward to this podium.
As President of the Board of Trustees, it gives me great pleasure to recognize these students who have achieved special academic distinction. They have completed their baccalaureate degree programs with a perfect 4.0 grade point average.
Will all candidates for baccalaureate degrees or associate degrees please rise? Mr. President, I am pleased to present to you those candidates for degrees who have completed all of the requirements for their respective baccalaureate or associate degrees.
Upon the recommendation of the faculty that you have completed all the requirements for graduation, and by the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Ball State University, I confer upon you your respective bachelor's or associate degrees with all rights, honors, privileges, and obligations thereunto pertaining. The diplomas of the university shall forever be the testimony of your accomplishments. With pleasure, I admit you into the company of educated men and women. Congratulations to each of you. You may now wear your mortarboard tassels on the left side. We have today gathered to honor the academic achievement of our students. We have symbolized their new status in the world of learning by the granting of degrees and shown our pride in their accomplishments. I now want to recognize two other groups. First, the faculty. Would the faculty please stand? The academic regalia which they wear has a long tradition. It symbolizes their commitment to teaching and to the search for truth. Our society has charged them to create, preserve, and transmit the accumulated wisdom of mankind to each new generation. Graduation reflects their faithful performance to that charge. Join me once more in indicating our gratitude to the faculty. Finally, there is a very special group of people whom we all want to recognize and thank. Members of the graduating class, these individuals have provided you with counsel, friendship, support, and encouragement during your years of study. Your graduation reflects their love and pride and confidence in you. Would the parents, spouses, relatives, friends, and sponsors of the graduates please stand? We're very pleased to have all of you here today to share the joy of this occasion with those who are graduating. You may be seated. On behalf of the Ball State Alumni Association, I welcome each graduate to our alumni ranks. You now join 101,541 Ball State alumni.
Will the candidates for the baccalaureate degree in home economics please come forward? Carolyn Young-Soon Cho. Tamara Lynn Wycliffe. Dana Ann Kazora. Michelle Lynn Carnes. Deanna Lynn Ford. Tracy Lynn Green. Deanna Michelle Wilson. Peggy Ann Frine. Cynthia Marie Boggs. Emily Monique Kuntz. Janine Lemaster. Eileen Jones. Michelle Marie Freestone Perea. Billy Allen Wright. Jennifer Sue Sauer. Leslie Ann Payne. Sarah Joanna Heinz. Amber June Davidson. Leslie Lynn Ort. Amy Elizabeth Mercer. Ellen Moster Coe. Lisa Ellen Jana. Natalie Lynn Hughes. Raquel Villarreal. Juliet C. Bauer. Amy Loomis Barrett. Elizabeth I. McBride. Stephen Joseph Roberts. Jennifer Eileen Eggert. Barbara Renee Cruzy, Outstanding Home Economics Senior, recognized by Mortar Board. Outstanding Dietetics Senior, Department of Home Economics. And Wendy Sue Wilson. Will the candidates for the associate degree in home economics please process to the platform? Billy Allen Wright. Dr. Donald Smith, Chair of the Department of Industry and Technology, will assist the Dean in awarding the diplomas to the graduates of the Department of Industry and Technology. Will the candidates for the baccalaureate degree please process to the platform to receive their diplomas? Linda Jean Knapp. Gregory Lighty, Exemplary Senior from Mortar Board, Outstanding Graphic Arts Management Senior. Randall Gluth. Shelley S. Rowlett. Catherine Ann Knight. Jeffrey Matthew Van Osdald. Susan Leanne Thomas. Michael Timothy Muha. Derek Matthew Waltz. Tina Renee Langevin. Thomas Michael Johnson. Adrian Kurt Payne. Glenn Edward Castor. Harold Bruce Welch. Mark Allen Landwehr. Philip M. Searcy. Robert J. Penzis, Jr. George Cyrus Turner III. Michael Dean Gongwer. Alexander Andrew Sizemore with both a bachelor's degree and associate degree. Brian Keith Schultz. Blake Ray Vogrel, both an associate degree and a bachelor's degree. Darren K. Thompson, also 2 degrees. Michael Gepfert, the Outstanding Manufacturing Engineering Technology Senior from Industry and Technology. Paul F. Fowler. Scott Robert Stewart. Christopher Allen Mosier. Theodore M. Beagle, Jr. Ryan Marshall Affolder. Carlos Anthony Barfield. Lawrence Chadwell. Jeffrey Wayne Perkins, a bachelor's degree and an associate's degree. Eric Von Terrell, again, a bachelor's degree and an associate degree. Daniel Lynn Sands. Stephen Dwight Amstutz. Robert Paul Niles. Shane Anthony Marshall. Scott Richard Bryant. Dwayne D. Quinlan, both a bachelor's degree and an associate degree. Brian Paul Mikesel. Chip A. Summit. Randy Kyle Ogle. Troy Ray Price. Brian D. Gray. If we have any associate degree candidates that I haven't recognized in industry and technology, will they please come forward? William Howard, the outstanding associate degree candidate. Dr. Phyllis Irvin, Director of the School of Nursing, will assist the Dean in awarding the diplomas to the graduates of the School of Nursing. Will the candidates for the master's degree in the School of Nursing please rise and process to the platform to receive their diplomas? Pamela Gibbler Harrison. Will the candidates for the baccalaureate degree in nursing please rise and process to the platform to receive their diplomas? Michelle Lee Hurd. Susan Alina All. Heidi Marie Baumgartner. Danielle Marie Miller. Marta Michelle Jennings. Lori Lynn Kennedy. Lori Ann Rusk. Deborah Lynn Russell. Rebecca Lynn Dowen. Kimberly J. Harker. Gina Faye Carpenter. Laura Lynn Choate. Amber Lynn Hazlett. Kristen Kramer Engelman. Dawn M. King. Angela Ray Warner. Shirley Ann Marquis. Laura Diane Martinson. Tamara D. Marlowe. Patricia J. Russell. Peggy Sue Jacobs. Teresa Eloise Evans, Outstanding Student Mortarboard, the Clauser Award winner, one of the college's 4.0 students. Laura Melissa Heupel. Barbara Jane Fehrenbach. Elaine Marshall Hayter. Kelly Lee Snyder. Nola Elaine Trissler. Stacy Lynette Treadway. Laura Sue Sims. Judith Diane Shoger, Cooper Science Award winner, Clauser Award winner. Robin Renee Maxine Nelson. Susan Marie Walter. Marie Elena Kimmerling. Tara Lynn Horner. Michelle Lynn Carter. Shannon Renee Owine. Deborah Renee Ferguson. Bridget Bernice Braun. Dawn Marie Dietrich. Victoria Lee Freeland. BSN degree, and an associate degree as well. Deborah Ann Fowler. Tammy Lee Johnson. Valerie Sue Williamson. Betty Jean York. Will the candidates for the associate degree in nursing please rise and process to the platform to receive their diplomas? This is the first graduating class with an associate degree in nursing from Ball State University. We're very proud of them. Michelle Lynn Mills. Kelly Christine Leonard, Clauser Award winner. Monica Jean Kubik. Lisa Michelle Keener. Susan Michelle Cox. Barbara Lynn Carpenter. Susan Carol Ostrowski. Karen K. Stinson. We are especially pleased to be conferring the degrees to the School of Nursing since Monday, May 4th, is National Nurses Day. Dr. John Reno, Director of the School of Physical Education, will assist the Dean in awarding the diplomas to the graduates of the School of Physical Education. Will the candidates for master's degree in the School of Physical Education please rise and process to the platform to receive their diplomas? Melinda Lee Marsh. Hirofumi Tanaka. Younggun Moon. Dongmin Shin. Scott Vincent Nieder. Will the candidates for the baccalaureate degree in the School of Physical Education please rise and come forward to the platform to receive their diplomas? Douglas J. Ruff. Deborah Ann Fox. Gregory Max Baratas. Jennifer Lynn Evans. Leslie Sue Meneely. Don Eileen Scheich. Julie Ann Fullen. Laura Lee Hyatt. Jennifer Jo Butler. Kirk Michael Ray. Michael Charles Cochard. Mary Eileen Anthony. Kimberly Ann Luziak. Jill Ann Griffey. Julia Ann Hendricks. Jennifer Helen Dusek. Carrie Ann Dubois. Lizette Peralta. Jeffrey S. Lubin. Lisa Ann Baldwin. Lawrence Allen Pickett. Norma Tippenhauer Perkins. Kevin Dale Hendrick. Cheryl Denise Richardson. Stephen Wade Miller. Robin Jean Dobus. Christopher Ray Robinson. Troy C. Hirschman, Outstanding Senior Athletic Training Major. David Allen Weichel. Richard Martin Rutz. Nancy R. Maple. Ronald James Grube. Gregory Wayne Rhodes. Lisa K. Bulakowski. James Fincham, National Association for Sport and Physical Education, Outstanding Senior. Sherry K. Ott. Thomas J. Wagaman. Timothy E. Messel. Michael Thomas Hensley. Chadwick Allen Long. Kimberly Sue Modglin. Dana Faye Schauer. Dana Marie Parrott. Jill Marie Seaman. Michael J. Klein. Sally D. Wynn. Roger Grant Spicer.
Thank you, Mrs. Wittig. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in recognizing the class of 1992.